Alrighty, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another NBA 2K My Career gameplay. And today, I'm just gonna give y'all a quick breakdown of my builds. This is my real build right here, that we're gonna be using for the prelude. I'm only gonna be doing my career for the prelude story. Then after that, it's whatever. If I want to upload Park, I'm gonna upload Park. If I'm up, I'm definitely gonna be live streaming. I'm gonna have to do it in a couple weeks from now. Actually finna get ready to go out of town. So by the time y'all get this video, I'll probably be gone. That's the only reason why I haven't been uploaded. That's the only reason why I haven't uploaded anything yet. I've been focusing on this trip. I'm taking a vacay. I'm out. I'm finna dip for a little bit, get my mind right, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be back. I'll be back. But yeah, man, this is my center build right here, and I'm gonna give you my own personal builds that I think are the best builds in this game right now. Some of them might change as we progress into 2K, but right now I feel like these are the best builds because I tested all these builds. That's the greatest thing about this 2K. Is that you can actually test the build to see if this is the right build for you. And I have 4 or 5 good builds that will work tremendously for you. This is the build that I'm going to use for the prelude, but I changed it up after I did the prelude. But this is a good build right here. 6'11" um, paint beast. Now, these are the best, and the only reason why I make them 6'11" is because you want the speed, and then on top of that, you know, the perks for this, the paint beast. Um, Also, the interior force is a good one too, but I didn't show that one. I didn't show that other one, the interior force. But the paint beast is definitely the best one, in my personal opinion. But the interior force is definitely a problem as well. Then we have the point guard build. Now, there's 2 point guard builds, but me personally, it depends on who you are as a person. Now, normally, me personally, I would go with the slashing sharpshooter build. But I know a lot of people might take the playmaking sharp build, which is okay. I understand if you take the playmaking sharp build, but me personally, I'm not a shooter. So I know the playmaking sharp build is the best build in this game. I did test it out. It is the best build in this game. But me personally, I want to body niggas. I want to dunk on niggas, but also want to have a good jump shot as well. I'm not looking for anything in the 90s or nothing like that. I'm just looking for something that's decent enough where I can get a shot off. You know what I'm saying? So in my personal opinion, if you want a point guard position where you're not really trying to be a dribble god, you're just trying to dunk on people and be able to make your shots and finish at the rim. If you're trying to make like a Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook type of build, this is the build for you. And look at the badges. Look at the badges. Dude, look at all those badges you get right there. If I'm not mistaken, that's pretty close to that's pretty close to 50 badges. So this is not a bad build, depending on how you use your attributes, depending on what you decide to max out. Because whatever you max out, look at all the badges you get with this. This is definitely a good build to take. Um, that's just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people are gonna have their own opinions, and they're gonna say, "Oh, well, I think this build is better." Blah blah blah. That's understandable. I understand if you feel like this build is better than that build. It's understandable. I completely understand. But at the same time, this build right here, in my personal opinion, is the best build for a point guard. because you get pretty good defense. Look at the defensive stats, and then look at all the badges you get. Now, obviously, you can make them whatever. If you want to make them shorter, you want to make them taller. That's up to you. Me personally, I will actually be 6'2" because that's my actual height. My actual height in real life is 6'2". Um, if you want to make them a little over, if you want to make them a little bit overweight, that's okay. If you're just trying to get dunks on people, just understand your lateral quickness does get affected. So if you're going up against, those cheese dribble gods or whatever they call themselves, ISO players, whatever the fuck they call themselves, um, just know you got to deal with that. And then you got the takeover. Now, me personally, I would use the slasher takeover, but if you good with the jump shot, go with the shot creator jump build takeover, and then you get the offensive threat, which is pretty, in my personal opinion, which is the best point guard build in my personal opinion. Now, I'm not going to show you any of the badges you should get for these builds because that's up to you. I'm just giving you guys probably some of the best builds in this game. Obviously, right here, we're going to go to the shooting guard position. Now, I have two for the shooting guard position. I have two builds for the shooting guard position that I really think you guys should look into. The first one being the slasher shot creator build. The slashing sharpshooter build, which is just like the point guard build, which, like I said, they're both pretty good for what they are. You get a good jump shot. You get really good finishing attributes. You get really good shooting attributes. Playmaking. I wouldn't really consider messing with the pass. That's just me. Me personally, I just wouldn't consider messing with the pass unless you're really trying to get badges. Like, for me personally, I wouldn't do pass accuracy at all because you're a shooting guard. You're meant to score. So why am I getting passing badges? But I know a lot of you are going to want to get those playmaking badges. And for me personally, in my personal opinion, the only playmaking badge you really need is quick first step. That's really all you need. You get quick first step, you're good. And as you can see right here, you don't really get any defensive badges because your defense is pretty average and it's not really that great. So you're not going to get a lot of badges on the defensive end. That's the number one thing about this game is you have to look at the stats as a whole. When you see the stats as a whole, you got to notice that in some areas you may not get a lot of badges, even if you upgrade the most important things. So as you see right here, I'm just playing around with the sizes and all that. Me personally, I would go 6'5", but if you don't care about dribbling or your jump shot, or if you don't mind your jump shot getting dropped down to damn near 70, you can go 6'6", 6'7". But me personally, I want a good jump shot. So you want to go 6. So you just want to keep it at 6'5", and then you don't really take that big of a hit if you put the weight up. And me personally, I want to put the weight up because I want to dunk on people with this build. But this is not the only build that I'm gonna make for this is not the only build I'm going to make for the shooting guard. But yeah, like I was saying before though about the badges, so I'm not gonna really show you, not gonna really tell you what badges you should get, what badges you shouldn't get, because one, I feel like the game, this is what I love about this game. This is why I think, this is why me personally, I think that 2K20 is going to go down as one of the best builds. It's going to go down as one of the best 2Ks we've ever had. We just don't know it yet. And the only reason why I sit up here and I'm telling you now, why why I'm not going to show you what type of badges you should get for each build. I don't think it's necessary for me to do that because the game is tailored to how you want to play. So I can't just tell you what build you should take. And right now I'm showing you another build, which is the defensive playmaker build. Now I know a lot of you are gonna be like, yo, why would I be a defensive play? Why would I be a lockdown playmaker? Hear me out though. Look at the finishing attributes. Look at your attributes in finishing. Now, your attributes in shooting is ass. I'm not even gonna hold you up on that one. Your shooting attributes are going to be straight ass cheeks. All right, you're not going to be able to shoot threes that well. Your mid range is going to be decent. Free throws are going to be up. Your free throws are going to be pretty good, obviously, because you're a guard. And your post moves are there as well. And then, like I said, it's a shooting guard. Why would you want your shooting guard? Why would you want to be a passer? It's the only reason why I didn't do it. I don't need a lot of playmaking badges. I just need that quick first step badge, and I'm good. So yeah, I'm just tinkering around with this. I didn't understand. I really wasn't paying attention what the fuck I was doing. I didn't pay attention to what the fuck I was doing. So I didn't realize that I upgraded my rebounding for no fucking reason. I'm a guard. I'm not going to be rebounding. I'm going to be cherry picking my ass off. And then I did something with the post. Now the post fade and the post hook, that's up to you if you want to do that or not. Me personally, I'm very good with posting up and stuff like that. So I have no problem doing that. But I took the post hook away because I don't think it's really that necessary. And I wanted my defensive badges to be really high. That's the only reason why I went back and decided to do. Like I said, man, this is tailored on what you want to do. If you want to make a player that's a shooter and a slasher, then go with the first build. If you want to make a defensive guy that can score, then that's what you want to do. That's what I like about this 2K. I like the creativity and the freedom that we have. Yeah, it's still a little restricted. It's not like how it was in 2K14 or 2K15 or any of the 2Ks before 2K16, where it was free. We can just make a god. You know what I'm saying? We can just make a god on the basketball court. I miss those days. I wish we could go back to them, but it is what it is. And for this build, you can go either way. Like, you're not going to be a good jump shooter, so it's like you can go up there. If you care about the defensive stats more, you can go ahead and be a 6'7" guard. Or if you want to dunk on everybody, you can be a 6'4" guard. Everything is based on you and what you want to do. I'm just giving you some builds that have decent amount of badges for you to work with. That was my big experiment with a lot of these builds, is the fact that I just wanted to find a build that had an equal amount of badges. And this right here, to me personally, is the best build in the game as far as badges go, because you can get if you play your cards right, there is a way to get 60 badges or 57 badges. I've made a build that had 57 badges, but yeah, and it's called the two-way slashing playmaker. So you're getting 3 archetypes in one player. Think about it. You're a defensive player, you're a slasher, and you're a playmaker. and your similarities are to Kobe Bryant, Victor Oladipo, and James Harden. That's not a this is probably the best build in the game by far. That's just my personal opinion. Me personally, I believe this is the best build by far in the game right now. The two-way slasher playmaker. You got three archetypes in one. You easily get about 50 to 60 badges for this build, depending on how you create the player. This is the best build. And last but not least, we got to get into the small forward. The small forward build, I know a lot of people have been saying that the small forward build is terrible this year. They're not giving the small forwards anything. The small forwards got fucked over. Listen, man. There are a couple of builds, and they all have to do with slashing. So, but the best build for me personally would be a slashing playmaker. I know what you're thinking right now, but I don't want to be a slashing playmaker as a power forward. I want to shoot. Listen, as a small forward, you're not going to get a great shooting. You don't want to be a sharp shooter as a small forward. You want to be a multi-dimensional type of player. You want to have it all. And this build gives you it all, not with the jump shot per se, but more so with not with the jump shot per se, but I want to say more with the I want to say more with just like the slashing and the playmaking. The jump shot is going to be pretty decent. You can't shoot threes, so I wouldn't recommend bumping the threes up. And then on top of that, all the badges you get for this build. Your defense is going to be really, really average. It's going to be around 70. This is a really good build for all categories. For the small forward, this is just my personal opinion. The playmaking slasher for small forwards, I believe, is the best build. Because look how many badges you get. Now, with the defensive badges, you do have to tinker around with a couple of them to make the badges go up. It is kind of a hard process to make the badges go up when dealing with the defensive badges. It's really hard. Like I said, man, some of these, like you like, but look at all the badges you get with your finishing, with your shooting, and with your playmaking. You want the most badges out of your build. You don't want you want the most badges out of your build. You don't want high attributes. You're never going to get high attributes. 2K has capped everything. You're not going to get high attributes. But the badges do matter this year. That's the big thing. As long as you get the badges, you're good to go. But that's just me personally. I feel like if you looking for the attributes, you're not going to find it unless a glitch comes out where you can make a demigod. You know what I'm saying? If you can make a demigod, I'm pretty sure you're going to get banned. But if you want to be a small forward this year, and you're trying to find a build that gets the most badges, this is the best build right here. I've tested this build out. It works phenomenally. It depends on what type of badges you get. If you feel comfortable with certain type of badges, then I personally would say get this badge. And you can design it any way you want. If you want your three-pointer to be up, you can do that. Even though it's only going to be at a 60, but still, if you want that, you can have that. If you care more about the playmaking, that's cool as well. But me personally, I feel like this is the best small forward build you're going to get. because the other small forward builds in the game, I'm not gonna lie to you, they ass. Like, other than just a pure slasher. Like, if you go with a pure slasher, you're getting a good build out of small forward. I'm not going to even no lie. If you get a pure slasher as a small forward, that's probably the only other build I could probably say is best for you. But this build right here, you're getting a little of everything. You're getting good defense, good shooting, great finishing, good playmaking. Like, dude, you're getting it all, and then you get the. I, I, I probably would recommend you get these. I mean, you can go with the slashing takeover if you want to. The shot creator takeover, it works as well. It I probably say it works better with your if you're trying to be a playmaker. If you really want to be more of a playmaker than a slasher, then I would say go with the shot creator takeover. But if you want the slashing one, I would say get that as well. Because to me personally, the slashing takeover is the easiest one, other than the post score badge, other than the post score takeover. The post score takeover is the easiest takeover to get, and the slashing takeover is the second easiest to get. So, and look at this, you could be post score, playmaker, or slasher. I didn't make this build the correct way I should have to get the shot creator. Um, I think I was supposed to upgrade my 3-pointer just a little bit so that way I could get the shot creator one. But you can't get the shot creator takeover. I think you just have to tweak the shooting a little bit. That's what I believe. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to tweak the shooting a little bit to get the shot creator takeover. But the slashing takeover is good, and the post score takeover is good. And look, you're a facilitating finisher, which means that you're a playmaking slasher. These aren't bad builds. These are really good builds that I think are going to be in the long run for the game because of the badges that you get. Did you see how many badges I received for all these builds? I received at least count about either around 50 or close to 60 badges. So if you can get that many badges, with these builds, then you should have no problem taking care of your business in 2K this year. Now, the only reason why I didn't show the badges is because this game is tailored to how you play. It's a skill gap this year, which is why I'm going to say that this is going to go down as one of the greatest 2Ks that was ever made, because they finally fucking did it. I think they took it a while because they really had to brainstorm and they really had to plan this out really well. And I think they got it. They actually got it. And for me personally, I feel like this is going to go down as one of the greatest 2Ks ever made, because there's a skill gap this year. Everybody's complaining about the dribbling. Everybody's complaining about the shooting. Everybody's just complaining because the game is not easy this year. You have to really take your time and really develop your skills to get better at the game. Everybody just wants to be a dribble god. Everybody wants to be a slasher. Everybody wants to be a knockdown shooter. Everybody wants to be a um a 7 foot Steph Curry. Like, come on, man. it's a skills gap this year, man. You got it. You gotta. The only way you can be you the game is not tailored towards animations or jump shots. It's tailored towards how you play the game. How you play the game determines how good you are at the game and how successful you can be at this game. Now, for me personally, my bread and butter is basically being either a slasher or a center. These are skills that I just developed over time. I love being a center because basically playing my career on Hall of Fame difficulty, I basically can control the whole game because all I got to do is stand in the paint and just block everybody layup, get the rebound, pass it to whoever. Now listen, if you a center in this game, you always want to be a center for the Warriors. I know Kevin Durant ain't there no more. I know Iguodala not there no more. But listen, still got Clay. You still got Curry. That's all you need. Trust me, Clay and Curry is all you need. You don't need anybody else because look at that. Clay's going to always hit greens. Curry's going to always hit greens. All you got to do is get the rebound. All you got to do is get the rebound, kick it out, set a screen, get Clay or Steph open, and it's all good. I'm telling you, bro. The best way to be good at this game as a center and to get your badges really quickly, depending on what you are. If you were a glass cleaner or something like that, yeah, join the Warriors. If you were a stretch big, I don't know. I don't know if you should be on the Warriors. I think you would have to be more on a team like, I don't know, probably like, you probably have to be on a team with another big. So that way, even with the floor spread it out and you probably sitting in the corner or on the elbow, I probably consider a team that has another big that can do damage down low. So a team basically like Philadelphia with Joel Embiid and Al Horford would probably be a good fit if you're a stretch. But if you an interior center and you down low in the post, it's the Warriors, hands down. Now for the rest of these other teams, now for the rest of these other positions that I talked about, you just have to find the right. You just have to find the right fit. That's what the my player. That's what the my player builder testing is for. That's what this whole thing is for that you see on your screen. Is to test it. You could test it with teams. You can test it with to see if a team is good for you, to see if a build is good for you, and to see if a team is good for you. You don't like everybody. I don't know why everybody keeps showing the Toronto Raptors. They're my player on the Raptors going up against the Warriors. Y'all do know y'all can change teams, right? So this is a good way. Like this is why I say this, man. This is the best 2K out here right now. Not right now though. I feel like when they patch it up and they finally fix all the problems with this game, this is going to go down as one of the best 2Ks in a while. Because, listen, man, I'm not a 2K fan, but I know a good basketball game when I see it. And right now, this may go down as the best 2K of all time when they finally fix every fucking thing that's wrong with this damn game. Because there's still a lot of glitches. I'm still getting booted out of fucking. I can't tell you how many times I got booted out the goddamn. I tried to do the daily spin thing. Let me tell you, dog, that shit is fucking bugged right now. I don't know what's going on with the daily spin, but I keep getting booted out every fucking time I go in there. Every time I go up in there, I keep getting a server error. It's not me. I know it's not me. I boot up the game perfectly fine. Everything's okay. The next thing I know, I go to the goddamn. I swear to you, I got on a park. I got on the park. I played a park game perfectly fine, no problem. I go to the tattoo store, the haircut store. I mean the barber shop. I go to Swags. I go to the little Foot Locker down the street. I go to the VC. I go to the VC agency. None of these, I didn't get booted out of none of them, bro. I'm telling you, I go to the fucking Daily Spin, I keep getting booted out. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. But 2K, y'all need to fix this shit expeditiously.
You out of pocket, nigga. Fix that shit. Quickly. Expeditiously. Nigga. You out of pocket, nigga.
Cause this shit is out of pocket, my nigga, for real. This don't make no goddamn sense for this game to be this fucking broken. And they do this shit every year. They give us they give us a game with the potential to be great, but it's never fully polished. And I hate this shit. And this is why we took a stand, and I'm proud of the 2K community for finally saying enough with this shit, taking a stand. I've been telling the 2K community for the longest to do this shit. I wish the NBA Live community would do some shit like this, because it's ridiculous how they keep delaying and canceling NBA Live games. I wish the NBA Live community would get on the same page and stop settling for this shitty ass mediocrity known as NBA Live. I wish they would do the same thing as well, but they'll never learn. The EA fag boys, they'll just never learn. So we gotta learn. They'll get it one day. But I'm proud of the 2K community for finally stepping up and having the #1 trend in the world. The #1 trend in the world, fix NBA 2K20. And the second hashtag was fire Ronnie 2K. And I gotta say this, bro. Ronnie 2K needs to be fired, bro. Because this don't make no sense, bro. Ronnie 2K has been getting into beefs with YouTubers, bro. It's too many YouTubers out here beefing with Ronnie 2K right now, bro. And me personally, I think it's time for him to go. Because he out of pocket. And he need to fix it expeditiously.
Ain't nobody else gonna say it, nigga. I done said it to you, nigga. And if I see you, I'm gonna say it in your face, nigga. You out of pocket, nigga.
Like, dead ass. Like, come on, man. You out here beefing with Agent. You putting out private information on Agent. And then you going off on other YouTubers, sliding in their DMs, going off on them and shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Ronnie 2K is becoming very fucking toxic towards the community. And I think 2K needs to fix that expeditiously. Because Ronnie 2K has really been out of pocket as of lately. I'm starting to notice it. Like, you gonna put out private information on another YouTuber talking about how if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have even been able to get into the United States if I didn't sign his visa. Come on, man. That's a private matter. You don't speak on that. But hey, that's just me though, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think down below in the comments. I think this is the best 2K of all time. Just playing it for the past week or so, I can honestly say this is going to be hands down one of the best 2Ks. It feels great. The skill gap, I can really tell. It feels. I can't really put the words on it, but this 2K feels authentic. That's just my personal opinion. But y'all tell me what y'all think about below in the comment section below. From a gameplay perspective, I feel like this is the most authentic 2K we've had since 2K11. If we're being quite honest, like, the only reason why 2K11 is hands down the GOAT is because it was authentic. It just felt so authentic. It felt so real. And playing this now, you know, it's not that many bump stills anymore. They lowered the bump stills. All the cheesy animations, they're gone. The badges actually matter. The badges never mattered. Like, I can tell y'all right now, the badges never mattered. They never fucking mattered. the badges never mattered. But yeah, man, I gotta say, man, I'm impressed. I'm really fucking impressed with 2K and what they've done this year. I gotta, like when they finally polish and finish this game, I will do a review on it. Probably around December. That'll probably be when the game is like fully polished up and they got all the patches in, and I can finally go to the fucking daily spin without getting fucking booted out. I'm telling you, man, that shit's terrible. But anyways, though, tell me what y'all think down below in the comment section below. Do you feel like these builds are best for you, or do you have a build that you feel like is 10 times better and gets you more badges? And also just tell me what y'all think overall of NBA 2K. I feel like NBA 2K20, I feel like this is the best one when they finally fucking fix everything that's wrong with the fucking game. Because I do see the problems that everybody is talking about, especially the goddamn double teams. Oh my god, the double teams are fucking terrible. 2K, fix the fucking double teams. I'm tired of this shit. Anyways, though, I'll see you on the next video. Till then, peace out.
Fix that shit. Quickly. Expeditiously.
Fuck it. Look at this shit.